All right, let's just jump right in with a question. Think about it. You're stuck on a big decision, right? Maybe it's a new business idea or some complicated social issue. Now, what if you could just snap your fingers and have two experts appear to debate it for you? I mean, really hash it out, giving you the absolute strongest arguments for and against.
Well, that's pretty much the wild idea behind this new feature that's supposedly being cooked up at Microsoft. So today, we're going to peel back the curtain on something called Copilot Advisors. And yeah, you can basically think of it as an AI debate club that fits right in your pocket.
Okay, so what is this thing? Let's cut right to the chase, the bottom line. Copilot Advisors, it's meant to be your own personal, on-demand AI debate team. So forget just getting one single neat answer from an AI. We're talking about creating an actual structured argument.
So, to break it down, it's this unreleased feature from Microsoft that lets you set up a debate between two different AI personas. You get to choose the topic, you pick your experts, and then you just let them go at it, head to head. See, it's a tool built for analysis, not just for simple answers.
Okay, this all sounds pretty cool in theory, right? But how does it actually work? Like, what do you do? Well, the process looks surprisingly simple. Let's just walk through how you'd get your own AI debate going. It's really just 3 easy steps. First, you just type in your topic. It could be anything, like, should we invest in renewable energy? Or even, is a 4-day work week a good idea? Then, step 2, you get to pick your advisors from this whole roster of experts. And finally, you just assign them aside. One argues for it, the other argues against it. Boom. Simple as that. And this is where it gets really interesting, the different AI personas you can pick from. You're not just getting some generic robotic AI voice. No, you can choose a legal expert to talk about all the regulations, or a finance expert to get into the money side of things. You could even pick a traditional artist to explore the cultural angle of an idea. It means you can tailor the debate to focus on the things you actually care about. And get this, it's not supposed to be just a boring wall of text. The idea is that the debate actually plays out, probably with audio, so you hear two distinct voices going back and forth. There's even talk of some animation to make the experts look a little more alive. It's all about making it a much more dynamic, engaging way to take in some really complex info. So, here's the really crucial point. This whole concept moves AI way beyond the typical question and answer thing we're all used to. It's a fundamental shift, We're moving from just getting answers to really exploring arguments. And this is where you can really see the difference. Your standard chatbot, you ask a question, it mashes together a bunch of info and spits out one single tidy answer. Copilot Advisors, though, it actually stages a debate. It's designed to look at competing views and present them with different voices. The whole point is to show you the friction, the nuance, what a real argument feels like. At the end of the day, this is a tool for anyone who needs to pressure test an idea. Think about it. Before you sink money into a business, before you turn in that big paper, you get to hear the strongest possible case against what you believe. That is just an incredibly powerful way to make your own thinking so much sharper. So let's bring this down to earth. How would you actually use this in the real world? Because this isn't just some abstract, nerdy tech feature. It has some seriously practical uses for thinking critically, no matter what you do. I mean, just think about the possibilities here. If you're an entrepreneur, you could have a finance expert and an AI expert debate whether your new startup is even viable. Or if you're a student writing about, say, climate policy, you could hear two different sides hash it out so your essay isn't just one-sided. Heck, you could even use it for a big personal decision, like moving to a new city, and just let the AI lay out all the pros and cons for you. Now, of course, we gotta remember, this is all based on reports about a feature that's still being developed. So that means there are still some pretty big question marks about what's gonna happen next. For starters, Microsoft hasn't officially confirmed it, so we have no idea when it might come out. We also don't know about the price. Is it gonna be free or part of some pricey Copilot plan? And maybe the biggest unknown of all, how good will it be? I mean, will the AI conversation actually feel natural and convincing? Because, let's be real, the quality of that conversation is everything. And that kind of brings us to a final big thought. As these AI tools stop being just simple assistants and start becoming, sophisticated sparring partners, it raises a really interesting question.
Will our best ideas in the future, the strongest and most resilient ones, be the ones that we first had to argue about with an AI? It's definitely something to think about, right?